What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Sassy, and this is going to be my 8th episode of 5 minutes of CSGO. And we're just going to get straight into this. This is going to be a bit of a rush one, as I'm going to pack for IEM Sydney, go to Adelaide and see my mum for her birthday, and get a camera. But anyway, we're going to start off with IEM Sydney, a recap up to this point, as Yanko and Ustilo stood in for FaZe Clan for the first day. Yanko will be standing in for the second day, as Nico is still having visa issues. Adren finally got his sorted as well there. So they were able to take down Chiefs in the first game, with Ustilo actually top fragging on the FaZe Clan side. Nico's visa issues are continuing for the second day and potentially for the rest of the tournament. Renegades and mousesports are both currently facing elimination at the moment, as they both fell into the lower bracket. Nip and Liquid have both secured themselves into the playoffs. So you know, mousesports, they got upset by Big, and Renegades questionably got upset by Nip. But either way, Renegades and mousesports, this is a game we should be seeing in the playoffs potentially. That's, you know, that's the level of these teams at the moment. Obviously, we're not quite sure what we can expect out of mousesports at the moment, but by the time this video is released, we'll know the fate of some of these teams. Greyhound are currently beating Heroic by 1 map, and Vici are currently losing to Chiefs by 1 map. So pretty good for the Australians so far, as you know, obviously by the time this video gets released, there's going to be a lot of different results. Now, StarLadder Major qualifiers have been announced for the Berlin Major. So the qualifiers, you know, they're pretty much the same. So you've got your open qualifiers, you've got your closed qualifiers. You qualify for your minor, you win your minor, or, you know, you come third, go to the minor play, and you get through that way. You go to the new challenger stage, and then it's pretty much like the normal major. And the next bit, we're going to go to ECS, starting off with the North America's region. Fury win the North American one by beating INT in week 4 of ECS. Fury were able to win their final in a 3-map series, starting with a dominant 16-4 on Inferno, as INT replied on Train with a 16-12. The last map gave a really close one between these two teams on Mirage, which went 19-15 in overtime. Now, Fury have made it to the LAN finals, which is really great for this side. Fury's run saw them taking down Space Station, Brazilian Brothers Luminosity, whereas INT took down ATK and Cloud9. Now, it's good to see 3 Brazilian teams actually having a crack in contention at this top spot, which is really good for their scene with the current downfall of Made in Brazil, which I'm praying to God that they come back. Now, Vitality in the European division did beat Optic to be able to secure their ECS final spot after beating Optic in a 3-map series. Started on Inferno, where they were able to secure a 16-11 win. Overpass went the way of the Danes 16-7, but it fell apart for them when it went to Nuke, where Vitality were able to come out victors 16-6, closing out the series. Now, this makes up for the last time where Vitality were in the grand final. They lost to North there, but in this run they were able to pass Virtus Pro and Valiance with style to be able to get to this grand final spot, with Optic on the other hand taking down G2 and Avenga. Now, this is good for the Vitality squad, as it's good to see them making waves at events that they should be able to, and hopefully they can perform at the LAN finals. Now, in the ESL Pro League for Europe and the Americas, in Group D of the European region, Astralis were able to make the LAN finals, not losing a single series, but they did lose their Inferno streak to Big 19-17 in overtime. Nevertheless, Astralis were able to make the LAN finals as expected. 3D Max, or ex-3D Max, were eliminated as they couldn't even win a map. It was Hellraisers and Big to be able to go through to that second stage, as Hellraisers were able to best the likes of Big and ex-3D Max, but obviously they weren't enough to be able to take a game off Astralis, not even a map there. Now, in the Americas, we do see Daytona qualifying for the ESL Pro League finals, with both Isurus and Infinity securing that second group stage spots there. Daytona were able to go through a 3-0 run, as we do see Denial going out in a 0-3 fashion. Now, with the first group stages coming to an end, that leaves us with the rest of the teams ready for the second group stages. In the Americas, we have E-United, Ghost, Made in Brazil, Isurus, Renegades, Complexity, Cloud9, and Infinity. In the European region, we have Optic, Heroic, Na'Vi, Hellraisers, North, Devils One, Fnatic, and Big. The teams that are through so far are FaZe, G2, Astralis, NRG, Liquid, Luminosity, and Daytona. Now, get excited to bring on that second group stage and obviously the LAN finals. Now, our invites qualification roster changes. Jonta steps down from Tyloo. Freeman set to leave Vici after IEM Sydney. Neil M to trials the Greyhound coach. Made in Brazil invited to ESL 1 Cologne. Fnatic invited to ESL One Cologne. Renegades invited to ESL One Cologne. Imperial released their CSGO roster. And that's going to be it. Be sure to check out all my social medias. Be sure to get the post notifications on. Get on my Twitter, because I'm going to be streaming the trip there as much as I can. And then obviously while I'm in Sydney. And be sure to look out for all of that. I feel so sick right now. I've been talking so fast. But bye.